Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. I'm BrendenPlayz, and this is Monday Night Raw. We're 2 weeks away from Extreme Rules, which of course is the SmackDown pay-per-view. A few more weeks to go until Battleground beyond that. But tonight, we do have a big episode for you. We're going to find out who will take on Samoa Joe at Battleground when Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura go one-on-one. But before we get there, the Intercontinental Champion is coming to the ring. Braun Strowman prepares for a non-title matchup against Dolph Ziggler. I'm looking forward to this one. Dolph Ziggler got a big win over Drew McIntyre after WrestleMania, but hasn't quite been seen since. But he's been, well, resurrected here tonight with an opportunity here against Braun Strowman. The title will not be on the line, but what it does do for Ziggler is present a huge opportunity for him. If he can knock off Braun Strowman, he'll put him straight into the Intercontinental Championship situation, which of course is already filled with Drew McIntyre, Bobby Roode, and John Cena. So, plenty of big names already in the mix, already in the hunt. We don't know who's going to face Braun Strowman at Battleground, but what we do know is that there's some good contenders all gunning for that title. Dolph Ziggler on the way here. And this man is a man on a mission when it comes to winning championship gold. He's always pursuing it, always chasing it down. Can he make it happen? I don't know, but Dolph Ziggler, former United States champion on multiple occasions, and he's even a former WWE champion. Dolph Ziggler has done it all here in Universe Mode, and he's once again chasing another championship victory. It's not going to be on the line here tonight, but it will be if he can knock off Strowman. It will be on the line at Battleground, you'd have to think. Not an easy assignment though. Braun Strowman has been voted Champion of the Year in the recent Slammy Awards voting. If you missed it, make sure you check it out. It's available on the channel right now. Thanks to everyone who voted on the Slammy Awards. Of course, on that night, we found out that Seth Rollins was the Raw Superstar of the Year, which is a tremendous feat, becoming Superstar of the season. Of course, Seth Rollins, yet to see him on his new brand. We haven't seen Seth Rollins since Payback, but Seth Rollins, of course, now a part of the SmackDown brand. We're hearing he might even show up at Extreme Rules perhaps, but we haven't seen him yet on the blue brand just yet. But right now, Braun Strowman, of course, he had all his success over at SmackDown, coming over to Raw and continuing that success. Didn't defend the title at Payback, but he will defend that championship at Battleground. We need to find out who that opponent will be. John Cena has been talking himself up for the last number of weeks, calling out Braun Strowman. John Cena was here last week looking for a fight until Elias got himself involved and attacked John Cena from behind. We don't know what the fallout from that will be, but if John Cena's here tonight, maybe he will make his intentions known. He's been calling out Strowman ever since Payback, looking for an opportunity for that championship. Braun Strowman hasn't really acknowledged it at all. Perhaps Braun Strowman is not interested at all at facing John Cena. Instead, he's had to worry about Drew McIntyre and even Bobby Roode, now Dolph Ziggler as well. There's a lot of guys that Strowman has to keep his eye on, so there's no real surprise that Braun Strowman hasn't responded directly to John Cena, considering that there is so many names about. Of course, Elias, let's not forget about him. He had an opportunity against Braun Strowman in an open challenge, did not quite succeed, but he's also keeping his name out there as well, especially when he attacked John Cena. I think that might have been a direct message to Cena saying, well, hey, you're coming for Braun Strowman. Well, don't forget about me. I think Elias took that opportunity just to make sure that he took down John Cena, to make sure that he was still in contention. But right now, there's a lot of names chasing down Braun Strowman, which is good to see. The competition is hot here on Monday Night Raw as Dolph Ziggler connects with these elbows, continuously driving the elbow right into the chest of the champion Braun Strowman. Dolph Ziggler looking really good here. He's still going. Dolph Ziggler, what about this from him? What an athlete he is, and continues the offense on Braun Strowman right now. Perhaps looking to maybe put him away here. Maybe thinking about that zigzag. He's got Strowman up to his feet from behind. Gets it! The zigzag by Dolph Ziggler. Strowman in big trouble. Ziggler's going to do it. Ziggler will beat the champion. No, Strowman does get the shoulder up. But I tell you what a strike that Dolph Ziggler has fired there. He has come out of the blocks very hot and has looked really good. Braun Strowman, he kicked out because it's early days. But I tell you what, Ziggler certainly making a major statement early on here and potentially could go on to win this thing. I don't know about the gloating afterwards, though. That's just what Dolph Ziggler's all about. He's all about showing off and letting everybody know how great he is. But that's unfortunately one of the traits about him that I think lets him down, especially in these big matchups as he tries to suplex Strowman. That's not happening. Braun Strowman hits a suplex of his own. Dolph with a critical error there, and that could cost him. I think Braun was thinking about going to the top of the rope maybe, but he's at the moment taking a quick breather. He'll be back in now before Dolph can get to his feet to try and take advantage of the fact that he had Dolph Ziggler down. Ziggler going to be driven over the top of the rope here. Trouble down for Dolph. Braun just tosses him straight back into the ring. Dolph Ziggler, and he's thrown around right now. He might be about to continue his woes. Braun Strowman cuts him up there, drives him back into the canvas, and now this could be it for Dolph Ziggler. Braun Strowman hooks the leg. Referee a little slow. Here he is. There's 1, 2, and a kick out. Yeah, I think the referee may have cost Braun Strowman a little bit there. He was far too slow into position. Dolph Ziggler had a few extra seconds to kick out there and regain his composure before the referee was even in position. Later on tonight, we'll see Shinsuke and Nakamura go one-on-one with Randy Orton. That is a number 1 contenders match for Samoa Joe's Universal Championship. And of course, that title match will take place at Raw's exclusive pay-per-view Battleground. And Ziggler, oh no, can't quite do it. Oh, taken down there. Of course, the Raw exclusive pay-per-view Battleground will take place as the first pay-per-view in WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. And that will be a big one, and one we will not want to miss whatsoever. Braun now getting over the top of the rope here. Outside the ring with Dolph Ziggler, who's going to drive him into the ringside apron. And follows that with a dropping elbow and nips up to his feet. Can't complain about that one. So yes, we've got NXT TakeOver coming up this weekend. You won't want to miss that one. Of course, that'll be the 10th anniversary of TakeOver. The 10th time we've had it. And of course, that will mean that we will see 2 returning stars. One being Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode will come back to face AJ Styles one-on-one at TakeOver number 10. Of course, as well as that, Adam Cole will go one-on-one with Aleister Black. Looking forward to seeing that one. And much, much more. Ball now tossed back inside the ring. Dolph Ziggler picks up Strowman, Famouser. Oh, you're going to like that from Dolph Ziggler. Not mucking around here. And now, perhaps showing off a little bit more. Or is he applying a bit more pressure? There is a bit more pressure applied to that headlock on the canvas there. Strowman, though, fighting his way out of harm's way. And Braun Strowman, I tell you what, Dolph Ziggler is truly testing him. And it's no surprise, Dolph Ziggler recently won the US Championship a few times in season number 4. And he's been pretty successful. He's had a good run of it as of late. And I tell you what, Dolph Ziggler will continue to be a very, very tough competitor no matter the opponent. And he will always be very, very hard to stop as he goes for a neck into the shoulder there. Braun Strowman is down. And perhaps Ziggler thinking about putting him away here. Lining him up now. Can he find this super kick? Going for sweet chin music. Finds it. Strowman down! Is his hand underneath the rope? Referee can't see it! Strowman just gets the shoulder up in time. Wow, that was very, very close. Braun Strowman only barely survived that one, and now Dolph Ziggler's got to regroup here. Got to find something else. What can he do? As a back body drop, down goes Dolph Ziggler. Braun Strowman has gone from nearly losing this one to being back into a decent position here. And that's a true testament to the champion there. And that's one of his champion qualities that he's been able to obtain over the past season. Season 4, what a season he had. He held the championship for nearly the entire season. Only a small little blimp on the radar when he lost it to Luke Harper at one point. But the Intercontinental Championship has truly been Braun Strowman's title. Nobody has been able to stop him. As now, Dolph Ziggler hit with a running power slam. Oh boy. Crushing Dolph Ziggler down. He's taken some time. It's been all Ziggler in this match though. And no! The kick out at 2. Dolph Ziggler stays in it. Now Strowman may be looking for it again. I was not sure that Strowman was going to be able to get him just because of the fact that it has been Ziggler's match so far. Another running power slam, but this time the boot on the rope. He survives too. Well, there's got to be no way that Ziggler survives another. The boot underneath the rope, and he stays in this match. How much longer though? That's the question. And it's a DDT. Oh, wow. Braun Strowman has gone from nearly losing this match after being hit with the zigzag, the famous the sweet chin music. Now, with a couple of running power slams, he's turned this one around, but still hasn't got it done yet. But I tell you what, he's closing in on a victory now. Maybe one more power slam will be the trick. I'm not sure as he gets shrugged away there by Dolph Ziggler, who hangs into this matchup. He's staying alive. Ziggler has had so much success here in Universe Mode, but recently, the last few months, not much action for him. But can he make the most of the opportunity he's got now? Up on the shoulders here. Dolph Ziggler in trouble. And he gets driven down into the shoulders of Strowman and tossed down as well. Braun picks up Dolph. Here we go. He's going to drive him up here and cuts him up and down. Braun Strowman going to go for it now. Has he got it? The cover, the hook of the leg. There's 2. He's got it. No, the kick out again at 2 by Dolph Ziggler. It was barely a kick out. It was just a small little leap up off the mat with that shoulder. And now Braun Strowman has him up again. Ziggler, not much life left in him now. He gets driven down with that running power slam. There's the 3 count this time. And Braun Strowman gets it done here tonight on Raw. Big win for Strowman. He had to get that one just to keep the momentum building. He's got a lot of tough challenges coming his way. He's got to keep that momentum going if he's going to keep that title. Wait a minute! John Cena from behind! Cena from behind! John Cena from behind! Grabs the Intercontinental Championship! Well, he's been ducking Cena for the last few weeks. Cena says, I'm going to make my name known here tonight. Slams that title into the face of Braun Strowman. John Cena has made a statement tonight. Well, now let's go to our results here. Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno versus Chad Gable and Mojo Rawley. It's Strong and Ohno picking up the victory. Becky Lynch took on Mickie James. Mickie James with an upset there over Becky Lynch. Nikki Bella got a victory over Sasha Banks as well. And of course, we now get ready for our other matches here tonight. It's going to be tag team action. The Usos will take on Sanity in tonight's tag team matchup. Tag team action here tonight on Raw as one of the new coming teams here on Raw. Sanity will be in action up against the former tag team champions of Jimmy and Jay, the Usos. Sanity have had a good start already since coming to Raw. There's a lot of good teams now here on Monday Night Raw. In particular, we've just seen Cassius Ohno, Roderick Strong in action. They're a great team. I mean, we even saw Chad Gable and Mojo Rawley team up tonight. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe a one-night only thing, but a few wins would have perhaps changed their mind, but not to be. But we'll see how things go there in the future for the tag division, because right now we are on the hunt for the Hardy Boys' next opponents. Sanity could be that team. If they pick up a win here tonight, they certainly will put their name in the mix. The Usos, well, they've had a real bad run of it, let's be honest. They have not been good. But all it takes is one win for the Usos to turn things around, and we'll see if they can do it here tonight. They have been just out of touch. And they go through these patches. You know, we saw it in the early days of Universe Mode, back in Season 2, Season 1, where the Usos, they just lost every match. There was a point where they just lost week after week after week. But eventually, they got it right. Something clicked. They got things right, and then they won the tag team titles. Are we about to see some kind of resurgence from them? They've had a pretty bad run of it as of late. But all it takes, as I said, one win to get things back on track. And you beat Sanity, you certainly will be there. There's no doubting that, considering that Sanity are one of the top teams coming to Raw recently. They've had a lot of success down in NXT as the tag champs. They've come here to Raw. They've got a big name, big reputation, and they've started off pretty well. So the Usos probably feeling as though the underdogs here tonight, despite the fact that they've been here on Raw or SmackDown for a number of years now. Been featured in all 5 seasons of Universe Mode, and it's a lot of experience for the Usos, but the fact remains that they just haven't been that great, and they got to find something. They've got to dig deep. They've got to turn things around here tonight. Can they do it against Eric Young, Killian Dane of Sanity? Not the start they were perhaps looking for here tonight. There's a right hand there by Eric Young, starting off this match pretty well. So the Usos desperately looking for a victory. Can they find it here tonight as the tag has been made? It's going to be Jimmy Uso in now with Eric Young, an early tag. And I wonder what's the tactic behind the early tag there. Is that a bit of regret? Maybe, oh, I started off pretty badly here. Let's get the tag in. Let's get my brother in before things go bad. Maybe not a bad idea. Killian Dane, the beast from Belfast as well. He'll be on that apron, raring to go when he gets the opportunity. Eric Young, of course, the leader of Sanity. And Alexander Wolf ringside as well. So the Hardy Boys, Matt and Jeff Hardy, watching on backstage, no doubt, as they're looking for their next tag team opponent. And as we saw, Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno been in action. They've been looking pretty good themselves. So some good teams here on Raw that certainly will step up. And a lot of new teams is, I guess, the big factor going around right now, and it's a pretty exciting time to be a tag team. And I know a lot of superstars, as we just saw, are gunning for championships, whether that be the Intercontinental Championship or even the Universal Championship. So some may not be, able to break through that real tough crop of superstars. Like we just saw the IC title, there's 5 or 6 really big names gunning for that title. So we saw with Chad Gable, Mojo Rawley, who perhaps won't be in contention for one of those titles just yet, team up and maybe try their hand. Not a bad idea, especially with a lot of new teams here. We're still trying to feel things out here. We're still trying to find out which team is going to be the next big team here on Raw. We don't quite know yet. So if you're Mojo Rawley, Chad Gable teaming up together, perhaps, maybe the success isn't coming straight away, but, you keep going at it. You never know, because I think they're probably taking influence from Right KO, Randy Orton, Rhino, as they were voted as the tag team of the season in the Slammy Awards for season number 4. And they were just a makeshift team. 2 guys who had a friendly back and forth rivalry turned into a tag team combination and had so much success. And maybe that could be replicated with other teams here, but right now we've got 2 cohesive units going at it with the Usos and Sanity. Eric Young right now going to work here on Jay, but Jay getting back to his feet, trying his best here to keep this thing alive for his team. They desperately need a victory, but Sanity probably will refuse to give it to them here tonight. They have been pretty strong. They lost the tag titles at NXT TakeOver number 9 to the Undisputed Era. But besides that blip on the radar, they have been pretty solid since coming to Raw. I think it was probably time for Sanity. I think it just felt right for them to take that next leap in their career. And they're feeling pretty confident right now being a part of Monday Night Raw. Eric Young, so much success in his career as a solo act, but now finding it here as a tag team. Oh, what a DDT. And the Usos find themselves in some trouble again. They're going to find something here as now Eric goes to the top and he's still able to find the elbow despite perhaps a bit of interference there. Here's the cover. Hook up both legs. He's got him. Oh! Wow, the referee, I thought he probably pulled away the hand a little bit too quick before the shoulders were actually up. That could have been 3. I thought that was going to be 3. But the referee counted 2. I just thought perhaps that hand was slapping down for 3, and he pulled it away a little bit too quickly for my liking. But nonetheless, Eric Young going about his work with the side Russian leg sweep, and now heads to the corner for a breather, and he allows the tag to happen. Well, that's the thing. You just don't know what to expect from this group, Sanity. They're pretty crazy, let's be honest. They're out there, and Sanity just allowing a tag to be made blatantly right in front of them is a real weird one, but that's just one of the traits that they possess. Eric Young now, oh boy, he's got him! Into the neck breaker! Eric Young will get it done here for Sanity. Cover! 2! Shoulders up at 2. Oh, so close there, but I thought that could have been it there for Sanity with Eric Young looking pretty good now. But I tell you what, the problem was, it was a fresh man delivering that move to. He allowed the tag to happen. If he didn't let that tag happen, he executes that same move on the other Uso. I tell you what, there is big trouble for the Usos right there, and a victory would have been coming Sanity's way. Instead, he made the tag, and the fresh man got hit with that same move, and he was able to find enough in the tank to kick out at 2. And now Eric Young will drive Jay into the corner. Killian Dane watching on. Eric Young going to be driven back into the Usos corner now. Will the tag be made again? Yes. And here we go. Eric Young is down, and here comes a double super kick on the jaw. Eric Young, though. Desperation tag. Killian Dane is in. A little bit slow in comparison to the Usos, and he tried to run his way in to Jimmy, but instead got taken down himself. And now, no Eric Young to tag. Killian Dane's in the corner, and here comes the Usos. Picks him up, good strength with the scoop slam, and here comes the big Uso splash up the top. They may do it. It's a fresh man though. Has he got enough to kick out? The cover. 2. Wow, they've done it. The Usos with a win. They're back, are they? Finally, they secure a much needed win. Sanity get beat tonight. And Killian Dane, despite being the fresh man, just got caught out there in a bad predicament. And the Usos finally pick up a win. They've been out of luck. They've been losing, and they've just been on a bit of a bad rut. But a win like that over a great team like Sanity may just give them the kick up the backside they need. And a bit of momentum finally going their way. It was a must-win match, and they've got the victory. Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the main event of tonight's show, and we're going to see Randy Orton come to the ring now. What a legend Randy Orton is, and he's been caught up in a pretty rough predicament in recent times with Finn Balor. The two have been brawling backstage as they go back and forth, both men trying to secure that #1 contendership for Samoa Joe's Universal Championship. Randy Orton defeated Finn Balor one-on-one, and well, our Raw General Manager Christian has agreed with Randy Orton, who's basically said, look, I beat Finn Balor. There's no reason why Finn Balor should even be in contention for the championship right now. Considering I beat him, that means I'm better than him, and that means we can forget about him because I should be the next man in line for the title opportunity. Well, that may well be the case here tonight if he can beat Shinsuke Nakamura. Won't be easy, though. Shinsuke Nakamura with a huge win over Kevin Owens last week on Raw. He needed that one because I believe that win solidified him as a main event level star. He's been stuck trying to claw his way back to the top, and I think now that there's been the likes of Seth Rollins moved over and Dean Ambrose over to SmackDown, there's a little bit of breathing room for Shinsuke Nakamura, and he might be able to finally move up the card and put himself in a main event level position. He would love to face Samoa Joe at Battleground for the Universal Championship. The winner of this one will be the #1 contender. Will it be Randy Orton or will it be Shinsuke Nakamura? We're about to find out. Nakamura, big opportunity, perhaps the biggest match of his Raw career. I know he's been United States Champion on a few occasions, but this is as big as it gets for him because if he wins here, a one-on-one opportunity for the title, something he's never had before. Here in Universe Mode, he's been involved in multi-man matches for the championship on a couple of occasions, but this is the big one. He wins tonight, a one-on-one match for the Universal Championship, and he'll be facing a relatively new Universal Champion, Samoa Joe, who had one title defense at Payback when he got very, very lucky in that fatal four-way match that he was not going to release that Coquina clutch despite Seth Rollins stomping away at him. And the tap out did occur. Finn Balor tapping out on that occasion. So Balor is out of contention. Randy Orton or Shinsuke Nakamura are the two men that are in contention, but only one will get the opportunity. Who's it going to be? We're about to find out as both men start off pretty well here with some back and forth action here. We have to wonder what Finn Balor is feeling, winning the Royal Rumble, going to WrestleMania and losing at WrestleMania, then to come over to Raw, lose his opportunity here, and now not be in contention because of his loss to Randy Orton. You'd have to think Finn Balor is a little bit frustrated that he hasn't got things going yet since coming to Raw. And that can happen, a change of scenery. Balor's been a part of Raw before, been WWE Champion here on Raw before, but sometimes, a change of scenery can do you no good. As Nakamura picks up Orton. Oh, connected the knee into the head of Shinsuke Nakamura and slams him down as well. Randy Orton is the Viper. He's a WWE champion, but has not been champion since Season 2 here in Universe Mode. And Randy Orton, of course, has had some of the most historic rivalries in Universe Mode history. He even has a match of the year under his belt back in Season Number 1. Randy Orton has certainly had an historic career, and you know, we always say if there's a Hall of Fame for Universe Mode, Randy Orton may be the man to be in it. He has had a tremendous run at it. But you have to say, when it comes to singles championship success, well, it's been a while since Randy Orton has had it. In fact, it's been quite some time since Randy Orton has had it. And you'd have to think that Orton is certainly due for a big, big win. Nakamura continues to stomp away right now on Randy Orton as Orton gets in a pretty tough position here. And this match is in the balance as Nakamura tries to take advantage. We have to take a quick break in this matchup, and we will be back right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, Extreme Rules is coming your way in the next few weeks, and we can now confirm that Bobby Lashley will go one-on-one with Brock Lesnar inside a steel cage. Two men that were meant to have a match at Payback, but it just did not happen. Now they will be confined inside the cage. There's nowhere to go, and both men will fight once and for all, one-on-one. Oh, I can't wait for that one. Two behemoths, two men that will just beat the living hell out of each other one-on-one. That's going to be one to watch. Steel cage as well. That means there's nowhere to go. You can try to escape, but it won't be easy, that's for sure. So looking forward to that matchup. It'll take place at Extreme Rules. And of course, there's a few other matchups that we will announce in the next coming days as well, but including the SmackDown Women's Championship Tournament, which will continue on the next episode of SmackDown, which is coming up very, very soon as well. Randy Orton with a power slam and continues the momentum right now, looking very, very good in this matchup against Shinsuke Nakamura as he stomps away here. Nakamura in some trouble. Orton now with the cover, hooks the leg after stomping away. Will this be enough to put Nakamura away? No. Kick out at 2. Randy Orton would love to move on from his little battles with Finn Balor and forget about him, put him in the rearview mirror and focus on Samoa Joe one-on-one for that title. Nakamura hoping to finally get to the top. Randy Orton, where did that come from? He just used a Kinshasa on Nakamura, but Nakamura kicked out at 2. Wow! I did not expect that. Randy Orton just hit the Kinshasa on Nakamura. Obviously not as good as Shinsuke because he didn't get the win, but hey, worth a try. Obviously, Randy's been studying up on Shinsuke Nakamura's matchups and felt as though the Kinshasa was not a bad idea. Found it, connected, and unfortunately only got the 2 count with a very late kick out. Well, I'm just stunned. I just could not believe that. Orton trying to use somebody else's best shot. It's pretty unlike him, but perhaps Randy Orton feeling, hey, let's just try a few new things here tonight. Let's try and catch Nakamura off guard. I think it may have. It nearly got the win. Here's the cover now, the hook of the leg. Will this be enough to put Nakamura away again? No, a kick out. There's Randy Orton. I'll tell you what, the Viper is trying some different things. I think he is really meaning business here when it comes to this singles championship run. He is trying his hardest to make it happen. He has dominated the tag division for the last season. It's time for Randy to reclaim his throne at the top of the singles ladder here on Monday Night Raw. He would love to be Universal Champion, but Nakamura is giving him a fight. And a kick out at 2. Nakamura is not going to go down easy as these two men continue to battle away right now with a right hand in the midsection. Orton now taking off his feet. The action has certainly intensified since the commercial break. Both men looking to really ramp things up here. Battleground is coming. It's not too far away, and both men want to be a part of it in the main event as Orton connects with a DDT using the ropes. That is classic Orton and displayed his ability right there. Randy Orton looking tremendous right now. Can he keep this momentum going though? Nakamura. Has he got enough in the tank to kick out here? I don't know. A knee to the midsection. Right hand to follow it up. Nakamura hanging in there. How much has he got left in the tank? After that DDT, it's going to be hurting. Shinsuke's got him up now. Oh boy, here comes. Oh! Sit out powerbomb. The cover. And a kick out at 2. Orton has taken a few of those in his career. Able to find a way to kick out there. Now to the second. Lining up Randy. Perhaps looking maybe for that shot there off the second. Oh, there it is. That knee. Even a Kinshasa, if you will, like maneuver off the second, but it still can't get the job done. And a 2 count again. Randy Orton stays alive. Well, how much more can these two men give? They have really ramped it up in the last few minutes. Both are finding a lot of momentum in small bursts. Nakamura's got it right now. Can he keep it? Orton with the Kinshasa early, nearly got it done. Perhaps he should have went for the RKO. Will he be living to regret that move? As Nakamura with a combination strike there. Orton goes down. Lovely execution there by Shinsuke. Now up in the shoulders of the fireman's carry. Orton, oh boy, slam down. And it's a bit of a landslide now for Orton. Can he come back? No. Not going to be hit there for Shinsuke. Nakamura now. Here we go. Kinshasa. Right there to Orton. It's over. Orton is done. Nakamura's going to Battleground. 2. No, the kick out at 2. Orton stays in it. Nakamura finally thought he was going to get the one-on-one shot at Battleground. Not to be the case. Nakamura has nearly won this match. He's so close now. Well, hang on. That's Finn Balor marching his way to the ring. But why? Nakamura's going to come outside with him. I think he's probably wondering what the hell you're doing here. You want a piece of me? Let's go. Finn Balor's here. And wait a minute. That's the elbow into the drop kick. The referee calls for the bell. That's a disqualification, and Nakamura wins the match. I mean, Randy Orton is Finn Balor's rival. That's the man he's been targeting. And Nakamura got in his way, and he hit him. And Orton now realizing he just lost the match thanks to Finn Balor. So the DQ finish there. Nakamura wins by disqualification. So basically, that means Shinsuke Nakamura is the #1 contender. He is going to Battleground, and Finn Balor has just screwed Randy Orton. Well, Orton has called out Balor for weeks and has even attacked him backstage. And he's basically said that Finn Balor is inferior to him, does not deserve an opportunity, and Balor is taking exception to it. As a bit clothesline, Orton goes down. Orton already in a lot of pain from that Kinshasa. He is hurting, and now Balor's going to go to the top. Orton trying to roll out of harm's way. You might want to roll a little bit further. Randy is now Finn Balor off the top. Oh, the coup de grace off the top of the rope. Finn Balor nails Orton. And so we have now found out that it is official. Nakamura is the #1 contender. Finn Balor screwed Randy Orton, and a small piece of revenge for Finn Balor tonight. Randy Orton will not be going to Battleground. Instead, it will be Nakamura versus Samoa Joe one-on-one. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have time for this edition of Universe Mode. Another announcement as well. Falls Count Anywhere. United States Championship on the line. AJ Styles versus Dean Ambrose. And of course, The Bar will face Gallows and Anderson as well at Extreme Rules. More to come as well. Some big matchups coming up. Let's not forget the already announced Extreme Rules match. It is official. Roman Reigns versus Rey Mysterio. So much to look forward to at Extreme Rules, our last pay-per-view for WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you did enjoy it, leave a like on it. Subscribe to see more. And I'll see you all in the next one.